got mindless contentment. Well, I got mindless contentment. Well, I got mindless contentment. Well, I got mindless contentment. I don't wanna watch TV. I don't even wanna be with me. I don't wanna do anything. I don't wanna do anything, anything, anything. Well, I got mindless contentment. Yes, I got mindless contentment. Well, I got mindless contentment. Well, I got mindless contentment. I know, no.
Be nice. What's up, sister? Cheers to you. Oh. I love that song, B. Wish I could take credit for it, kind of, sort of. Fucking killer punk rock tune. It really is. The lyrics, the music, title, all good stuff. B, I have all kinds of other chill killing punk rock music for you to listen to. Just holler. So I got ready to start my fucking stream and I went into my YouTube studio and I had a copyright fucking strike. Can you believe that? I thought, I'm so pissed. Kind of pissed at myself. Kind of pissed at this idiot that fucking snitched me out. It's just fucking I thought for sure if I got a copyright strike that they would demonetize me instantly, but haven't yet. I don't know. Fucking pisses me off though. This douchebag sits there and fucking uses feeds on the ground just like any of us restreamers do. He had some lady in his stream with 100,000 subs and he was using her feed and she's like, at least you could do is give me credit. And he just fucking made a complete fucking mockery of her. And so what does he do? That's the exact same clip I used. So what does he do? He fucking turns me into YouTube. Even after he sat there's like, anybody can use my feeds as long as they give me credit. And I did so. I even turned you guys on to him. What a fucking dick, I'll tell you. It pisses me off. People are assholes, man. You spent the day at the pool? Sweet. I don't know when the last time I've been swimming. I think it's been a while. Yeah, I couldn't even begin to remember. So, of course, there's all kinds of crazy shit going on again this week. I think, Trump bombed like a fourth boat in Venezuela or something like that, I believe. I thought I heard that it was a fourth boat. Had the whole pool to yourself, huh? Sweet. Our neighbor lady has a pretty decent pool. It's above ground, but keep telling Mrs. V we have been sneaking over there in the middle of the night when it was fucking 80 degrees and did some skinny dipping. Her yard's too wide open though for all that. Even though nobody could see anything I got unless they were up close with a microscope, magnifying glass. Woo! I had my air on up here, but I shut it off because it was getting plenty cool. I mean, it's not that hot out now. It's only 75, but oh, I got some stuff here I want to share. Oh, the people you walk the dogs for, they must be on vacation or something, huh? They didn't ask you to take care of them the whole time they were gone? Just a guy? Why did you cancel your plans to come back to Indiana, if I can ask? Yeah, I remember you saying something about your tooth, getting a tooth repaired, having to give up an arm and a leg for your tooth. Yeah, I seen a friend of mine today, this afternoon, and she wasn't feeling good. I'm like, stay away from me. Throat was all scratchy, her body was all achy. She felt all blonde. I'm like, Jesus. Both arms. Yeah, I feel you. I could use a dentist probably, and that's not going to happen anytime soon. Holy fuck, $4,500 for a tooth? Shit's outrageous, I'll tell you. I haven't had the fucking courage to press my Trumper buddies on the fucking prices. He's fucking dealing with his truck having to replace a starter, $200. Like, Jesus Christ, that's ridiculous. Like, shit's fucking just outrageous. Like, yeah, I know. It's like wanted to say so badly. Like, whatever happened to Trump bringing down the prices of everything? Guess that was just bullshit to fucking get reelected. Shocker. Complete shocker. Man, I'm such a hothead when people fuck with me, B. I'll tell you. That dude pissed me off. I know. It's fucking cringy to probably have to sit here and listen to me fucking whining, but it's fucking people are fucking sad. Well, B, I'll have to start a fucking spring countdown clock here before too long. Should we see how many days? Should we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 weeks. So 140, 168 days until spring. $168 till spring. Doesn't really sound that bad, does it? Till around January. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've really taken kind of a lot of time off these last 2 weeks from streaming and or sitting here getting myself all fucking worked up like I do, but I just need to fucking force myself to sit down here and yap more. So I seen a Lincoln Square video the other day, and Rick Wilson had brought up something like the 26 or 27 grievances in the Declaration of Independence against the king. And it's astounding how familiar they sound when we look at Trump's fucking what he's been doing. Yeah, I need to play the guitar. I need to get beating on my guitar again soon too. I need to restring it though. It's literally been, I don't know how long. It's been a long time now. It's been several weeks since I even picked up my acoustic guitar. For a little while there, I was plucking on the acoustic every once in a while, but terrible. I'm a mess, B, I'm like fucking totally ADHD. It's just, I'm all over the place all the fucking time. I haven't even listened. I listened to a bunch of fucking Putumayo world music the other night when I was drawing. That's cool. I like that nice mellow shizzle dizzle. You want to see my next painting concept, B? This is kind of like my digital quick study, but I hope to plan a day or a weekend where I can do this on Canvas live on a stream. Little bit of surrealism feel to it there. I don't think that's going to be completely it. I might add one more character in there. I thought about like some sort of whacked out parade thing, but so all the artwork you see there is mine except for the lady, except for Aphrodite and the sky, but that sky isn't going to be the sky that I'm going to use. The sky that I do will be smoother, won't be no clouds. I love surrealism. I really do. I do. Is it good? I'm glad it feels that way because yeah, like I was never into Dali's sculptures and that kind of stuff, but fuck, I love his paintings. So I'm hoping to do a marathon stream. When I first started painting, I would go I would paint in huge sessions. And I know it might sound like bullshit, but I would literally paint for, well, I would paint for days on end, 3, 4 days with very, very little sleep. I would go easily 24 hours painting, maybe nod off for an hour or two, and then just be right back up at it because it's like, I know it sounds crazy and it's completely unhealthy, but the sleep deprivation helped me get out of my head. Like it was just, I was so, so gone. I'm serious. Just like so completely, y'all know how it is when you get tired or are overly tired. Like you're just completely numb, just kind of in your own world. And that's what it took. I loved it. Exhausting. And that was a long time, uh, 20, yeah, well, 18, 17, 18 years ago. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I spent a night looking at all kinds of different surrealism and a lot of Dali stuff and some fantasy artwork. Yeah, the melting clocks, all that stuff's good. displacement. I almost thought of that, putting like where I have those orange kind of spirals. I thought about changing those to headless female mannequins, or just maybe from the waist down, but being that tall, kind of like that long-legged camel field painting. Yeah, I really love surrealism. I mean, it's so weird because, like, I mean, I love art, period, especially paintings. It seems like I can't believe that I just didn't get attached to the shit until my mid 30s. But it's so weird because, like, Camille Pissarro, who was an impressionist, the grandfather of impressionism, he's probably my favorite artist across the board. But to go from that to surrealism, it's kind of different, I guess. Cause I got mindless contentment. Might be kind of quiet until Laura's stream ends. Another 30 minutes or so. I might have to turn my camera off in a minute too, so I can do a dab. A dabber dabber do. Oh. Yeah, so that was crazy. The fucking raid on that apartment building in Chicago. Holy fuck. Ding ding dongs. Ding ding dongs. No, that was 2 days ago, I want to say. Wednesday night, probably. It was either yesterday morning or Wednesday night. It might have been yesterday morning. You didn't see that, B? Holy shit. It was like a 5-story apartment building. They were repelling off the roof or onto the roof from helicopters and then fucking, whatever, doing their fucking bungee line or whatever down to fucking windows and kicking people's doors in, handcuffing citizens that didn't have warrants for their apartments and leaving them outside for 3 hours handcuffed up against buildings only to let them go. Yeah, Jay says the new ICE battle cry is "fuck those kids." Yeah, I mean those maniacs fucking smashing that car window with that 1 month old baby in it. Those guys looked like they were fucking just out of their fucking minds, irate. Like, holy shit. I mean, got to give the. I mean, I don't know what I would do in that situation. Probably the same thing. I mean, you are in primal instinct mode when it comes to your kids. If you care about your kids at all, you're in primal instinct mode. When that shit happens, you don't give a fuck how many goddamn guns you got pointing at you. You're going to protect your child. Yeah, it's disgusting, Jay. It's just really fucking disgusting. Pointing guns at a car with a baby in it, smashing the fucking windows of a car with the baby in it. I, man, I'm not surprised that there's like a certain percentage of these folks that are all into the fucking fascist fucking authoritarianism and are more than willing to help their fucking orange king. But I am surprised that everybody in these fucking agencies are just going along with it. Like, there's no way they all agree with this shit. I just can't imagine. I don't know. Yeah, I watch Al Jazeera every night, B. Every day, every night. That's usually the station I fall asleep to because they have their commercials are usually quiet and limited. Yep, Jay says it's just taking the division and anti-government sentiment to a whole new level. Yeah, it's all they're doing is making things. None of us are gonna fucking trust the government after the. I mean, I don't know what to say, man. I don't. I still have faith that this isn't going to fucking work out well at all. For that, it's just not going to work out the way Trump wants it to. But fuck the damage being done, the fucking heartache that they're, creating, the fucking the fear that they're putting into all Americans. Like, what the fuck? Like, is it probable cause living in an apartment or being in your home, is that probable cause for a fucking raid? Yeah, and I haven't even been able to watch what's going on in Gaza other than I seen the flotilla was intercepted, of course. Just looking around, reading some other headlines. So there's a fourth strike on a boat. U.S. conducts fourth strike on boat it claims was trafficking drugs near Venezuela. It's like we don't get to police international waters. I do not understand that. We're fucked. Arrest of conservative influencer Nick Sortor outside Portland ICE building, now under federal investigation. A conservative influencer who this week posted videos of clashes outside the Immigration and Customs Enforcement facility in Portland, Oregon, has been released without bond after he was arrested late Thursday night during what police characterized as a fight. Nick Sortor, 27, of Washington, D.C., so he's all the way over in Portland from Washington, D.C., up to just minding his own business, was arrested on suspicion of second-degree disorderly conduct and misdemeanor along with two people from Oregon, the Portland Police Bureau said early Friday in a news release. Now the Justice Department is investigating Sortor's arrest near the South Portland facility that has become the latest flashpoint in a city with a long history of loud protests and is now a key target of the Trump administration broader crime crackdown in large Democratic-led cities. That's fucked up. So they're pissed off that this fucking idiot was out there breaking the law and got arrested. So now Trump's going to fucking protect. He's just going to fucking be out there fucking trying to pardon or influence whatever fucking law enforcement agencies, whatever government, local governments he can. Yeah, B says they know an uprising is going to happen. That's why they want the military in the streets, in my opinion, of course. Well, I think that Trump got his answer from the generals in a sense. He knows that he's not going to have the support of the military as far as, troops, active duty troops going in the streets. I mean, he's going to be able to do a lot of damage with the ICE agents and with the National Guard. But we'll see how that goes. I mean, his fucking bonkers fucking speeches to the Defense Department was, kind of made me feel a little better, honestly, because it didn't feel like he got a very warm reception with his fucking madness. His fascist fucking police state wishes. It's all going to unfold yet in a very scary. There's going to be a lot of bloodshed. There's going to be a lot of heartache, and frustration and anger from a majority of Americans. And, we've all already seen Trump supporters, folks that have voted for Trump, coming out and saying, they feel like idiots. They're embarrassed. They're ashamed. They were wrong to vote for him and support him. And it's like, find some way to fucking help rectify what you did. Nobody fucking feels sorry for you. I wouldn't go around announcing that you voted for Trump, even if you regret it. I would just immediately start fucking doing everything you can to counter Trump's fucking illegal authoritarian actions. That's what I would do. I would not. I mean, there's nothing to be proud of when it comes to supporting Trump. I'm glad that there's people like that that are waking up, but I don't have any sympathy for them. It's like, motherfuckers, you ain't suffering no worse than we are. You helped put us all. We didn't ask to be put here. You asked to be put in this position, but we didn't. The shit's all going to end badly for Trump. You got a bunch of fucking sick motherfucking arrogant Trumpers, sick-minded arrogant Trumpers that think this is just fucking hilarious. And, you know, like I said, even before the election, like, no matter what, these idiots will just be able to go back to their life and pretend like they didn't have anything to do with it, and nobody will be the wiser as far as in their personal lives go, right? Yeah, I don't see how this doesn't get a lot more crazier and wild. B. I don't think there's any other place for it to go. I don't know if there's, I think there's some protest planned for next Saturday. Uh, October 13th, maybe? I have the 13th of October marked for some reason, but it's a Monday. Hmm. Yeah, maybe I'm just not remembering that correctly. So I have, I don't know if I'll be able to get this up on screen. All right. Hey, it stayed up. Oh, I won't be able to scroll it though. That's all right. B says, I think what bothers me the most, the fact that I came back to the U.S., biggest regret of my life. I really never thought we would be in this position again. Yeah, I don't think any of us thought it would get, like, we knew, I think all of us knew what Trump was capable of or what his mindset was. We just felt like we had way, because we haven't ever, like all of us, not in our lifetime have we had to deal with something so this far gone, right? So we just thought that, I guess maybe we just felt, you know, we're a country of that fucking stands strong and fights hard for our freedoms, and that we had the guardrails, and no matter what, we just, shit wasn't going to get this far. But here we are, like you said, here we are. So beside me, I have some of the grievances that the colonists um, put in the Declaration of Independence, complaints about the king and why we were going to leave his ass. And they are just really, really just mind blowingly. It describes Trump to the teeth. Like everybody, everything any of us are dissatisfied with Trump, we could, take from the grievances in the Declaration of Independence. There's just no doubt about it. All right, you guys, hang tight a second. I'm going to turn my camera and mic off a second so I can do a little dab, and then I'll be right back. And I'm going to read through some of this shit because it's not probably not going to lift anybody's spirits, but All right, so I'll be right back. Hang tight. Check, check. All right, I'm back. Who has joined us? Dave and Laura and Darlene and Aaron. Cheers to you. So I was telling B that I watched a good Lincoln Project video yesterday or the day before. And Rick had mentioned, I'm not going to be able to see. Oh, maybe I will. We'll see how this goes. Fucking never. This shit's never gonna. I'm never gonna be fucking not awkward with this shit. But he mentioned the Declaration of Independence. He's like, you got to check out. I don't know if he's 26 or 27 grievances about the king and how strikingly similar they are to our, issues with Trump. I'm not sure if this is a little bit different list than what they gave me the other day, but well, here are maybe I'll just go through these headlines or outlines and just chat with you guys a little bit. So like abuse of power and tyranny, I think that's obvious. Interference with colonial self-government, I think that again is obvious. And I don't know if we should take these one at a time they give his list, but I haven't even read the sub list. It's just abuse of power and tyranny. We see that with him putting National Guard into the streets, federalizing troops or police officers, violating clearly violating citizens' rights, especially with the situation in Chicago yesterday morning. Interference with colonial self-government, again, forcing National Guard into whatever cities he feels needs it, which we've all seen is Democrat-run cities, which, I don't know if it was Jay or Pete, maybe it was Patriot Pete yesterday, saying that 40% of the constituents in a blue city are Republicans. They just don't have the majority. Fucking ding-dongs, right? Economic restrictions, cutting off trade with the rest of the world, imposing taxes on the colonies without their consent. So basically, now he hasn't tried taxing states in some unfair way. He is making it impossible for states like Michigan to continue to do business overseas in the way that we have, because he's fucking, overreaching with these fucking insane tariff tax on citizens, right? As you guys know. Denial of justice, denying trial by jury in many cases, transporting colonists overseas to be tried for alleged crimes. Sound familiar? This is just like textbook stuff, Trump stuff, right? It's astounding how fucking familiar it sounds. Denying trial by jury. That's what he's doing with everybody he's fucking sent. Now, I don't know that illegal immigrants have the right to a trial by jury, but they have the right to a trial by judge at a minimum, I'm guessing. That's what I know, not guessing, for sure, right? We have what's due process, and everybody has rights under our Constitution, whether you're a criminal here illegally or not. We afford rights to those folks as well, and for good reason. I don't need to explain to you guys or anybody that doesn't, any of you never Trumpers, why that is, but it's fucking disgusting. God damn it, B. I told you this wasn't where I wanted to go tonight. I can't help it. It's frickin' wrong. You guys know it's wrong. It's like, really, Troy? You gonna sit here and say, oh, it's wrong, it's wrong what Trump's doing? It's insane, it's criminal, it's dangerous, it's deadly. What if we can't fight and stand up against that kind of bullshit, what are we doing? What is anybody on this planet doing anymore? Military oppression, waging war against the colonies. Again, bringing in, federal troops and federalized officers, burning towns, destroying lives, and ravaging coasts, destroying lives for sure. Basically, burning towns in an analogy, I suppose. Hiring foreign mercenaries like the Hessians to fight against them, encouraging Native American attacks on frontier settlements. Now we're seeing Trump obviously is trying to pit one American against another. That's clear. Race, certainly a big issue, right? He doesn't come out and say it. He uses the excuse immigrants, and it's just right in our face, right? Right in the about right in our face. It's not like we don't see it. The chuds don't see it. Shipping all kinds of fucking white folks over here from other countries. At the same time, we're booting out people that have contributed to our society, to our country, their whole lives in some cases, many cases. Ignoring colonial petitions, repeatedly petitioned for redress, but the king ignored or punished them instead. Well, he goes after his anybody that opposes him. He just, he lays, 6 Cash and Pamela Joe after him. So, all right, I have to. I gotta find my magnifier because I had to magnify that. Now I gotta turn it down a little bit. All right, there we go. Now everything looks really small again. Human, what's up, brother? Cheers to you. Laura says, this is great. Can you send me it? Yeah, absolutely, Laura. All I did was just put in, I just asked what the grievances in the Declaration of Independence were. I asked AI that. Chat GTP. Usually it's something I would just Google and then I would find a few different sites, which is, I think, is maybe still a more legitimate way to go. You just have to, I think all of us have pretty much used Chat GTP a little bit. Probably most of you, far more than me. I've been having fun with Sora with the images lately, but I haven't done ask it to do much writing, or I haven't asked it to answer any questions for me too very much at all, other than this. I had it help me write one of the bigger streams I did a couple weeks ago. But yeah, Laura, I don't know what you use for a browser either. I always use, I mean, I'm always opening Google Chrome with my main account, YouTube account. But any searching I do is always with Firefox. I don't know. I suppose like Firefox has a fucking tab right on the side now for chat GTP and the photo generator thing, and actually there's a few different oh, so yeah. All right, has it not loaded up yet? All right, weird. Anyways, usually it says, usually my Sora pops up right there, but it's not showing it. So, but that's all I did. So this is just on the side of my, just on the side of Firefox there. You probably can't. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see. I got shit all fucked up. Oh, and it already. Why is it calling me Adam? Shh. You can only generate like 12 fucking images a day, and it doesn't get them right. So like, you could do 4 or 5 corrections, and then you'd be out. So I had to. I have a few. I have a few accounts. Whatever. I fucking use them. Jesus Christ, the fucking pressure in this chat is ridiculous. I'm pissed now. For some reason, my Sora isn't coming up, but whatever. I don't know what. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. All right. Not that important, I guess. Anyways, I can type it back in if we need to revisit that. I could go on forever. I'm not really. I wasn't. I don't think I'm in the frame of mind to really do a good job of breaking that down, but it's been weighing on me the last 2 days. I'm like, this is fucking ridiculously good. Like, just every fucking thing that we declared our independence from England for is the same thing we're fighting against Trump now to maintain our independence. Oh, you do got it, Laura? Sweet. Dave does dishes? Dave doesn't do dishes. I'll bet he uses all fucking microwavable throwaway shit. Oh, maybe he don't. He's kind of a tree hugger. Maybe he doesn't fucking tries to keep his carbon footprint to a minimum. MSDOS. Are you guys talking about fucking software, some bullshit that I can't wrap my brain around? I was a Windows Vista guy. That's how I cut my teeth. Was on Windows Home Vista, which is right. It was just a version of Windows 98 or something, right? Or I don't know. I know that I've been using Windows 10 for a long time now, and I could have. I think Windows 11 came out like 2 months after I bought this desktop in 2020. And I put it on Mrs. V Lappy, which I got at the same time. And I said, I'm not fucking putting that shit on my computer. But eventually, I'll have to, the upgrades will have to come. I still have my old desktop, my old HP Pavilion that has Windows Vista on it. And I don't know if I can probably get on the internet, but like it won't support YouTube or even Google anymore. I don't know. It's been a couple. I think I hooked it up like 2 years ago because I was fucking with the audio, the recording on it because there's no delay. I'm just yammering, ain't I? Dave knows about the fucking straight in delay thing when you're trying to record with a guitar into a computer. Anything after Windows 8 there's a delay. Jesus, human's a fucking programmer too, for fuck's sake. Why am I doing this stuff? I get so fucking lost with technology. I just like I'm good at, or I'm okay, I should say, at learning the art and music programs and stuff, but man, when it comes to actually knowing how a computer works, what was on those discs? Are you going to tell us what was on them? You said HD stuff. What does that mean? We're going to need pics, human. Or at least TV is. Who else here has mindless contentment? Anyone? Oh, it erased everything? Somebody said President Trump was President Trump. Trump was fucking MIA today. Is that true? I don't know if he had anything scheduled or just nobody heard from him. He's probably exhausted. He didn't that. I didn't watch that frickin' his. What he addressed the like, so he must have. I heard that he addressed the generals too, like yesterday, right? So I thought that was the other day, but it was just the whole Department of Defense or some bullshit, or War Department, whatever the fuck it's called now. And so I had only seen news clips and with all the necessary shit, right? But then last night or the night before, I went and watched some of Hegseth's speech and Trump's, and holy fuck, man. You guys know, like all of us, you guys have been forced to too, unfortunately, because I've streamed so much of his fucking bullshit, right? For a liberal channel. For fuck's sake, find another liberal channel that has streamed as many Trump rally speeches, pressers. I'm speechless at how fucking bonkers that what like he was totally low energy and it was just so fucking far out. Think I get off track? Trump is just 1,000 different directions, man, for 10 minutes. It's like, holy fuck, dude. How can you be so unaware of yourself, right? So self-unaware, is that how I would say it? How could he not be halfway into those fucking stories and go, yeah, maybe I'm rambling. Narcissist, I guess. Maybe he would never, like, maybe he's absolutely completely conscious of every fucking word and every reaction from the audience. Maybe he's just on top of it and that's what he expects. I don't know. I got Windows 10 with my computers when I bought them. I've never had to pay for a software update. Well, like for OS, I guess. Because I'm always running. Like every time I get an update on this thing or lets me know there's an update, I go in and tell them, nope, stay with Windows 10 for now. I mean, isn't there like Windows 11 is about to be out? Like I said, it came out in the summer of 2020, so Windows 11 is about to be out of date, right? Or about to be replaced? Or has that happened now? Is that what you guys are all yapping about? Wow, this is amazing. I see no protests at all anywheres. I don't know what that means, human. I mean, I know what the FAFO means. Human says coming soon. Windows AF AI. Fuck around and find out. Hey, fuck you, Thomas. Get right up on my finger and spin, you fucking dickweed. Fucking nasty ass bastard. Fuck you. Are you proud to be a fascist, Tom? I've had enough of you fucking dicks. Are you proud to be a fascist? You come in here fucking screaming in all caps that only a commie traitor misuses the term fascist. How did I misuse it? I want Thomas Little to answer me, you guys, if he can. Tell me how I fucking misused the word fascist. You gutless worm. I know you won't be back in here. You can't answer my questions. If you come back, you'll just be fucking spewing bullshit until Laura boots your ass good. Dirty little fucking Nazis. Come and explain to me these fucking raids in the Chicago apartment building where natural born American citizens and others were fucking had their fucking doors booted in without a warrant and then cuffed and stuffed for fucking hours at a time without an explanation and then just released and told to shut up go back, clean up their fucking apartment that they didn't deserve to have destroyed. What a ding dong. He's not worth the time, but yeah, we gotta let these dickweeds talk a little bit longer. If they can explain, let's see if he can explain himself. I'll unhide him for a minute. I didn't know Laura hit him. I thought she just removed his comment. All good, sister. We'll see if he comes back. Yeah, I don't want to discourage my mods at all from being good moderators, but you guys know how I am. Sometimes sometimes I want to see what these ding dongs have to say for themselves. But like I said, he probably won't be back anyways. Can't answer. Just wanted to come in and fucking scream. You're absolutely right, TV. And I'm mad about it. And there's nothing I can do to explain why I support Trump's full-on fascism, his police state, tyranny, authoritarianism, kleptocracy, Nazi ways. What do you mean curtail free speech? Free speech doesn't include you fucking spewing bullshit. You don't get to come at Thomas. Is that his name? Yeah. Thomas T. Little. Why, dude? How long you been on YouTube, my friend? About 30 seconds. Oh, 2019. Hey, Thomas has been around for a little bit. Are you going to answer me, Thomas, or are we going to send you back on your way? What do you mean curtail free speech? You came in saying communist traitors only misuse the word fascism. Why don't you come in here and first say, TV, I disagree with your use of fascism. Can you please explain how you think Trump is a fascist? And I'd be more than happy to. You are a fascist. If you support fascist, you are what you eat. Right? So you might also be a dick. I don't know. I mean, if you support fascism, Tommy, look, maybe I should, like Putin said, Putin, what's up, brother? Cheers to you. Let's calm down, Tommy. So you tell me, do you support the fascist Trump? See, I figured Tommy was just going to be a bore. No surprise there. Aaron says we got a live one. I don't think we do anymore, Aaron. He knew he was in over his head. That's what happens. That's why. Oh, there he is. There she is. Biden suppressing free speech during COVID and elections. this must be Sin. She's the only one that I've seen say cry about some sort of censorship. It's like, weren't you? Didn't you? Didn't I see you chatting and posting stuff on your channel the whole time during COVID? There was no suppression of free speech, Pumpkin. Nobody was imprisoned. Was Trump sent to prison? If that's who you're talking about, was Trump sent to prison? Do you see how ridiculous? You just, again, you have to calm down. You're not thinking rationally. You're thinking with your fifis, your feelers. Nobody suppressed any speech. Thomas, can you give me an example? I suppose not, but can you give me a direct example of something you said or posted somewhere that was I mean, give me a break, dude. Like where? Where did you get fucking nixed from Facebook? Is that what you're crying about? Facebook didn't let you say the fuck word or what? With all your important Facebook stuff? Anyways, you're quite the bore, Thomas. Thomas T. Little. What does that even mean? Was I right? Is it sin? Is that why Thomas left? Because it's sin? I swear to God, Sin is the only one I've seen complain about censorship during the Biden administration. Oh, yeah, yeah. Right. Thomas says Biden put pressure on Facebook and Twitter to suppress info. What do you mean put pressure on them? So that like they ask them not to fucking spread dangerous disinformation? Am I stuck in my own little lefty echo chamber? Can you give me an example though, Thomas? Like I asked, I suppose not. Still, can you show me or explain how Biden put pressure on Facebook and Twitter to suppress information and what information? I mean, you don't get what a random renegade you are right now. Thomas, how long you been here, ding dong? 10 minutes? And I just keep asking you if you could give me some sort of specific example. Why are you refusing to participate, Thomas? We've invited you into our hearts, and this is how you're going to do us straight away. This is why your parents don't like you. Thomas has got mindless contentment. Do it up, Putin. You don't need that dickweed's permission. Fucking help him out. Under pressure. Pressure. That's a good one, human. That might be an earworm now. Thomas isn't very sociable, you guys. He just wants to come in and fucking, or she, Sin T Little just wants to come in and fucking spew her bullshit. Yeah, for fuck's sake, I got shut down twice for streaming Trump rallies. In 2020, at the end of 2020, because he was fucking spewing so much bullshit. Yeah, exactly. Right on. Putin says we were in uncharted waters with the combined J6 assault and our pandemic running wild. Thomas is just a single layered guy. Very narrow vision. You know, that's I think there's a really big connection between folks that are uneducated and having a short temper. Cuz they have no comprehension skills, right? So everything, when you don't, what do you do when you don't understand, when something is completely foreign to you, I guess, and you feel like it's life or death, again, probably exacerbated by your ignorance. You know what I mean? You freak the fuck out. And that's what we're experiencing with Thomas here. Laziness leads to ignorance. Ignorance leads to fear. Fear leads to animosity and, hatred for others, which leads to violence. So keep staying lazy there, Thomas, because clearly you haven't done your homework. I don't think so. I think it was probably Sin. She's the only one, you guys, that I've ever seen bring up anytime recently, like, or on a regular basis at all. All the censorship under Biden or whatever. Perceived censorship. Yeah, and that's true. It's not like it's not hard, or it's hard to be fooled at some time or another. You know, you really have to do your due diligence and to be sure you know what's going on. And again, with COVID, it's like we were doing the best we could fucking do. Nobody wants to be in that situation. But you know what? You know who doesn't succeed? People who just sit back and do nothing and hope. Thoughts and prayers, right? America didn't do thoughts and prayers. We fucking knuckled down and came up with the best vaccines we could at the time. And it's not like it was just America, you know. These are people from all over the world that work on this shit. Yeah, does she, Putin? So I didn't think it was just me. Yeah, she goes through her spaz phases, and I didn't think she would unblock me for a while, but She did apparently. That has to be her, Thomas. It's so odd. Even though I've never seen her use all caps, maybe she is trying to be different. Yeah, right on. People reading headline posts because they want rage snacks and can't be bothered to look further into various subjects. I should find it a second. I don't think all the footage in it was new, but this is so good. It's funny that we were talking to Tide about the about renewable energy and stuff. This is good. It's long, you guys. It's a couple hours long, but if you're into fucking, and it's kind of a bad title because it says vehicles of the future, but these aren't concepts. These are all working concepts, right? Like these vehicles in this documentary are built and sailing and flying and driving. So if you're into that shit, I thought it was pretty fucking cool. A little bit off topic, but that was my those are my fucking happy spaces lately, is getting into those fucking science documentaries. I love that shit. I love it. What you got there, Putin? All I wanna do is chew some gum. And I got a feeling I'm not the only one. Hasn't shut up about your health care. Our Queen's Ballroom will be almost as beautiful as her. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be just from the fucking artist renderings, it's going to be just as beautiful, right? Fucking. And what are we doing? What are we doing, man? That one's not loading, Putin. What the fuck? Oh, no. Oh, wow, that's weird. That one, it wouldn't let me view without signing in, and I don't have an account anymore. Hold on, let me click that again. Yeah. Oh, because you got to be 18 or older or something to view it? Strange. When Elon went through all that bullshit, I was ready to nix my account anyways, but like, I don't know. I barely posted on my Twitter or whatever back then, but they ended up nixing my account because I hadn't replied at all. They kept sending me emails saying verify your account, and I just would blow it off because I wasn't planning on using it. Yeah, 90,000 square foot ballroom. Fuck yeah, that's huge. Yeah, I know. Ain't that weird? Like I was just able to view the first link that you sent to from X or Twitter or whatever, but not that second one. Yeah, it's the same way. Like I was never able to view shit on True Social or TikTok, and though you can get it, you can go to TikTok. You can't like you can search out folks, but you can't go look at their page or whatever. Because I was trying to find somebody that was streaming protest shit, but yeah, I tell you what, you guys, it would be cool. Like if that's the kind of shit we could stream about, would be cool fucking science streams and stuff, and like actually get down to the nitty gritty about how well recycle, how much recycling helps, how where it's fucked up, what America is doing with its trash to other like our dangerous trash, like our fucking phones and all that shit. Anything that's like fucking toxic, it's crazy. It's disgusting. No, but it's human says there's no end to plastic recycling potential, but it's as you probably know, brother, it's super super fucking tedious to get it right. It's labor intensive in a sense. And for sure it's worth it. I mean, if there's any positive effect, then to me it's worth it. If everybody goes home at the end of the day with a paycheck, and the company isn't losing money, and we're not somehow creating a larger carbon footprint than we're reducing at the end of the day, then it's well worth it, right? Holy shit. Aaron says he got his first run for training to clean up a chemotherapy spill. So that can be toxic, I assume, right? Like radioactive? I don't pretend to know all the different chemotherapy treatments. I don't know that they're all like super radioactive or whatever. Right on. Aaron says not all. Yeah, see, I definitely didn't know. I don't know. Hope I never know. Do, do, do 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 do. So anyway, Thomas, did you want to explain to me how I misused the word fascist? Fucking people are sensitive. Do 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 do. TV2 and the commie crew. Anything that isn't Trumpism is communism. Or anything they don't like is communism. I wouldn't have been so shitty to Thomas right off the bat if he hadn't come in and told me I misused the word fascist and called me a commie. A commie traitor, by the way. Does that mean that I'm a traitor to communism or I'm a communist traitor to America? All right, how long we been at this? Like an hour and a half? My cup has ran dry. So I'm going to go fill it. Give me like 10 minutes because I'm a slowpoke and I'm in no hurry tonight. I might be fucking streaming for a while, so these long breaks, you know. I appreciate you guys hanging out. If you haven't, hit the thumbs up. If there's anybody out there listening that hasn't subscribed, do that. I'm just like one or two away from 1,490 subs. All right, hang tight. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. I'm back. Gloria, what's up, sister? Cheers to you. Nice, fresh, hot, sweet, super delish, not so stiff cocktail, because usually the second one would be like way stronger than need be, so I'm trying to change my habits. Even though I haven't had a cocktail, I don't know when. Probably the last time I streamed, because that's usually about the only time I have one for the most part. World's largest six packs. Is it Molson Canadian? Because it could never be too big. So just a little wine for a second. I want to whine about my beer. The nearest grocery, I don't know. I just don't go like fucking hitting every fucking corner liquor store or whatever. There's not a bunch out here or anything, but anyways, local gas stations that and dollar stores that sell fucking bullshit beer like fucking Busch Light. What the fuck is that shit? So the one grocery store in the little town down the road from me carries some decent beer like Rolling Rock and get Stella's there, maybe St. Pauli's, and I was able to get Molson Canadian there, but not anymore. A couple weeks ago, me and Mrs. V went down there to hit up their deli, and they weren't carrying Molson anymore. So pissed. I don't get it. I'm serious. I don't get it, you guys. I'm not a fucking beer snob, but it's like I don't know. I guess everybody's taste buds are probably a little different, but I've never had a better beer. Like it's just so good and refreshing. It's ridiculous. Oh, Glory's had issues charging her phone. Yeah, I hate that shit. I can't. It's rare that I chat on the phone. Usually only if power is out or if like internet's out here at the house, or if I'm on the road, I might like if I got a stream up, I might pop in or Delora stream if I'm on the road for a while. I don't ever want to sound like an ass because I just appreciate, and I know how it is. I'm glad that people do whatever they have to do or do whatever they do, whatever is comfortable and works for them. But man, I encourage everybody to use a desktop. If you're at home and chatting, I encourage you to use a desktop or a laptop, maybe even. I don't know. I'm fucking around a lot though, right? Like I'm not just usually sitting and yapping. I cannot I cannot get past how small my fucking screen is on my phone. So like this is what I'm dealing with if I go to YouTube on my phone. And yeah, I can expand it. Look how small that shit is. And if I expand it, oops, see, and then I got my screen time out. Or maybe I can't expand. All right. Maybe there it goes. See. I don't know if they do this shit on purpose, like, because they want you to fucking buy an expensive, fast-moving iPhone. All right. See, it's just, my phone is a real hassle to try and use for online stuff. I use it for the occasional text and phone call. Yeah, I've done that before, Aaron. Like this summer when I was hanging outside with the dogs one day, I did a little video clip of them and posted as a short for my phone. That's the one that has like, that's my busiest video. It's got like 1,900 views, like 30 seconds of the dogs out in the yard. Yeah, I could show Aaron's vids for you. Oh, they're all pretty long though. What ones did you want? Your shorts?
Oh my God, Joey, are you gonna shut up tonight? I didn't yell.
Oh, jeez.
My goodness. You've been yapping nonstop since we left the restaurant.
You gotta love a yappy kid.
Sorry, I wasn't gonna make it before it turned red.
Nope. Sound like freaking Lawrence from work. It's about what he sounds like. Cannot understand the word he says. I'm like, oh, that's so frustrating.
Don't turn into the 6-7. I already did.
Jackson, please don't say that anymore.
What did you say?
The 6-7.
What's wrong with 6-7?
Some sort of thing now. How do you know it's not bad? No.
I can't see chat right now, you guys. I think this video's.
Coming up in the world's largest six-pack.
Oh, the world's largest 6-pack. Sweet.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, baby.
World's largest six-pack. Largest.
Holy balls, that's pretty cool. So it's the beer tankers, or is it even beer in there? Probably not, I suppose, huh? Some sort of gas facility. What is that? Old style?
Six pack.
That's pretty neat, though. That is pretty groovy. No beer. That is pretty neat. Maybe Old Style is originally from that town or something, though, or maybe Old Style is. I'm familiar with the brand. I don't know if I've ever drank one. I have no idea. Do they still make it? Probably, huh? Maybe it's an Ohio beer. Or wherever. Why am I saying Ohio? That's where the kid was hunting this weekend. Oh, G. Heilman Brewer. That does sound familiar, too. Maybe that must be the name on it, huh? Laura, did you hear me crying about that fucking... If I turned any of you guys onto that DJ Brandon streamer, fucking go on sub for... What a dickweed. The dude fucking got me a fucking copyright strike. I thought it would get me demonetized just like that if I got a copyright strike. Apparently it doesn't. It provided his email, so maybe I could have fucking talked to him, but it's like I was in his chat. Like I had been chatting to him like a couple times a week at night because he's been running the Portland streams, but he's a restreamer. So he's sitting in his studio using people's feeds on the ground just like I do. And a lot of folks, and most folks on the ground. I've tried to be a lot better about it than I was in the past as far as going into their chat and asking them or giving them credit or both, right? And this dude was using this chick's stream. She had he's got like 20,000 subs. She has like 120,000. And she's like, you could have just, let me know or ask or give me credit, whatever. And he gave her hell. And he's like, anybody ever wants to use my shit, no problem, just give me credit. So I think I ran his stuff later that night for like an hour. And he fucking turned me into the YouTube police. God damn it. It's my own fault. It's just that was pretty fucking shitty. It really was. Like I told the dude that I'd send him fucking 2020 protest vids because he's making an archive channel with protest videos. It's like, what a dick. I know. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Yeah, I got shitty with him on his. I commented on one of his videos. I went back and deleted. I'm like, fuck this guy. It was just odd. Very passive aggressive dude, I guess. I really thought he was pretty straight. Like he would let people fucking have their piece, but he was all about, pushing back against what ICE was doing. And now I don't know. It's like, is it a fucking front for a Trumper channel? I don't know. Labatt. See, it's so weird, man. Molson Canadian is my beer by far. And then there was Molson Golden. I think they changed it to like Molson Fireside or something like that. and I haven't seen it, and I haven't seen it in stores in forever, years and years. There's one like massive beer store in my hometown, you know, like 15 minutes down the road, 20 minutes down the road, that has shit tons of imports, and I need to go in there sometime, but it's not like it's someplace I'm going to cruise to just to get beer. Because I haven't, I don't know when the last time I had a beer, if at all this year, or not this year. I haven't at all. I don't know. I don't think I had many last summer, but I could never handle like Molson Ice. God, there's another one too. I don't know if it's Labatt's Blue. My buddy like that, we would both do Rolling Rocks and that kind of shit, but yeah, I could never handle any of the ice beers. Didn't care for Labatt's. I don't know if Labatt's is an ice beer or not. Oh, Laura says Labatt Blue tastes different depending on which province you get it from. They use different grain in the West than East. Human says Pirate TV is due a comeback. Zima. I remember that. That's going back. Zima and Bartles and James were huge. God, that stuff would give you heartburn, or give me heartburn. Michelob was actually a good beer. Maybe it was the dark, or just like regular Michelob, not none of this light or ultra shit. But God, I can't believe, like, I used to drink. When I graduated from fucking Bush and Bush Light and really shitty beer like that, like because we were playing out, so I was drinking Coors Silver Bullets. God, that stuff was just as fucking nasty. Then I think I moved up to Coronas and finally said screw it. It started drinking nothing but Molson Canadian. Yeah. No, Michelob was a decent beer. I agree. Like either the regular beer or maybe it was the dark. Yeah, I can't do light beers. Like I can't do super heavy beers. Like I can't do fucking Foster's or whatever the other one is. Yeah, that could be Glory. Probably. I know Bartles and James were like one of the early ones. And then they had those, what was it, Seagrams, wine coolers. That stuff would make you sick, though. It's no wonder I was sick all the time. Drinking that bullshit. Is that a commercial? It sounds familiar. Human says, what if you fucking, you tricked a werewolf into drinking a Coors Silver Bullet? Hams was not refreshing. Hams the beer refreshing. But they had the cool bear on the commercial, animated commercial. Uncle Tom, that you guys have met, my uncle that comes in every once in a great while. He's a PBR guy. It's funny. I thought PBR is so associated now with like the fucking Trump redneck inbreeds, but yeah. And I can't recall. I don't know how Pabst Blue Ribbon tastes. It might be all right beer. I was surprised. I drank one of the kids' regular Budweisers the other day. or a few weeks back or whatever, one of the times I fried chicken and I wanted some fucking beer with it. And it was good. It was cold. I was surprised. I used to think that was too heavy. Human, what are you consuming tonight? You know what TV's having? Anybody else? Aaron's having a cold tall boy from the world's largest six-pack of old style. I think Gloria and Laura are still trying to decide. Yeah, I do believe, I don't know, I think I can drink, but like, for sure, Molson Canadian is a lager. It's just, it's got to be, it can't be too heavy of one. You know what I mean? Like, I can't believe I ever got into Heineken because it's never good here in America, or very seldom. I mean, it's just always way too fucking strong. And people say skunky, and it's like, yeah, I get a little bit of that, but flavored water, nothing wrong with that. Schlitz. That's a fun beer to say, too. Schlitz. Mr. Harris says he tried city beer. Vodka, lemonade, and Fresca, huh? Human, I like bright drinks like that, but I try to avoid carbonated stuff anymore. Like, especially with cocktail. I don't know, man. Dude, I'm just so, like, I don't ever get lit up anyways, but I've had such a bad history with fucking getting sick off alcohol that I just don't ever want to go through. Like, I just hate fucking being sick to my stomach. It's the worst thing in the world. Jim, cheers to you. And B is back. B says she don't drink anymore. Or doesn't drink. Did you ever have a moment, B? Jim says Molson Canadian is a medium light lager. Molson export fart generator. Yeah, I probably drive you. I'm sure anybody that's hung around long enough, I'm probably driving nuts. I mean, there's just something about Molson Canadian that is like life-giving almost. Darlene's having an A&W root beer, a sarsaparilla. You ever make your own sassafras tea? Used to do it all the time as a kid. Because my stepdad would get fucking pissed that would be fucking me and my stepbrother, older stepbrother, would be home from school in the summertime fucking just going bonkers on fucking tea, right? Because back then, man, we had tea in the house. My kids never grew up. Well, I think I probably made tea a little bit more often when they were younger, but almost never now considering I grew up with sweet tea. We would be fucking jacked on caffeinated tea and sugar, right? And then they finally got sick of that, so we started fucking making sassafras tea. I don't know if sassafras has caffeine in it or not, though. Jim says he likes Canadian and original Coors. See, I wonder if original Coors might be all right. Like I was saying a minute ago, I was hardcore on the Coors Light, Silver Bullets when that first came out. I would always start, like when we go to do a fucking show though, I'd grab a fucking super sweet large cappuccino from one of those fucking machines. Nothing but sugar and caffeine. I'd have enough sips out of it by the time I got to the bar where I could have them fucking triple, quadruple shot it with some amaretto. And then it was all beer after that. Birch beer? With like birch, from birch trees? What part of it? Seriously, I didn't know that. Like, I'd be so freaked out about poisoning myself. I mean, you got to be careful with some woods and stuff. And like even sassafras, you don't want to you don't want to be fucking with the leaves and the branches. You should only be screwing with the roots. Maybe I should do a disclaimer now. Yeah, I worry about that, human. I mean, not too much. Maybe not enough. I don't know. I've totally almost completely cut out my sweets, even though I had a cup of ice cream last night for the first time in forever. Like, Mrs. V will buy these honey buns, and I can't eat that shit. So I'm thankful for that. It's these fucking super sweet coffees that I know I shouldn't be. I need to. Well, the thing is, it's super sweet, and then I'm adding fucking alcohol to it, right? So they can't be good, but moderation. All right, so is it this? Is it a special kind of birch then? Because I've never heard of that. Darlene says birch beer is carbonated beverage flavored primarily from birch bark or sap, sugar, and other spices and flavorings like ginger, vanilla. So it's flavored. So the birch just must add the earthy kind of tea aspect to it. I'm not sure. I'm trying. I don't know. I'm going to have to look that up. Artificial or natural birch oils. Like, yeah, right on. Nothing wrong with that, human. Whatever gets you through the night, it's all right. It's all right. Chew on your anus and it's all right. Anus? Anus? It's anus. Anisette? Birch beer, huh? Well, is birch beer isn't necessarily have alcohol in it though, right? Doesn't have any alcohol content. Don't make your money in your life. It's all right. Is a soda like root beer? Yeah. That's what I figured. Welcome to all those folks hanging out watching. Thanks for coming by. What was your favorite alcoholic drink as a kid? Come in and let us know. I need to get my fucking shit together with my my Bloody Mary recipe video. Let's see if I can. I don't know what the big deal is. Did you guys hear about this I think I read a quick piece on it. This conservative influencer that was arrested in Portland last night for getting in a fight, and he was I don't know, facing a couple charges. He's from Washington D.C. though, so he was all the way on the West Coast, doing nothing but looking to cause shit, I guess. I mean, and I don't have a problem with fucking streamers. They want to fucking travel around. I think that's awesome and cover stuff, but it doesn't seem like he was like someone that just streamed protests. He was an influencer, as they call him, or whatever. I hope I never get that fucking label. So went over there looking to fucking get in some shit, and he found some. And so now they're fucking questioning that they're picking on the fucking conservatives. It's like he's out there doing the same he was out there involved in the same bullshit that the fucking, anti-ICE protesters were out there doing. Oh, Boone's Farm. Yeah. Steph, what's up, sister? Yeah. Yeah, Boone's Farm is Southern. Oh, my God. My uncle, who's only 6 years older than me, was into Southern Comfort. So obviously he was my buyer. And me and my buddy would always each get a half a pint of that shit on Friday. It's a little bottle, right? We were fucking 14, 15. Oh my God. It's been decades since I puked off that shit. There's no way in hell I can't even. I'm getting heartburn just thinking about it. But yeah, drank a lot of Boone's Farm too. Yep. Strawberry Hill. Even me and Mrs. V, when we first got together, were still drinking Boone's Farm. We'd get fucking bottles of that shit for the two of us. Make dinner, fucking 4 or 5 bottles of fucking Boone's Farm. Yeah. I agree with you on that one too, human. No schnapps. That stuff will tear you up. Even, well, like no peppermint schnapps, right? And probably no schnapps, period, but like, I would drink a Wilder Berry and or we were talking about root beer. Like I would get a 12 pack and a pint of either Wilder Berry schnapps or root beer schnapps and get that shit cold and just sip on it while you're drinking beer. Yeah, Jim says pro tip: never play shots with Southern Comfort. God, that shit is so nasty. Oh my god. I don't know what they fucking put in that shit to poison people, but that's what it does. Gloria says her aunt and mom flying back to Buffalo with a bottle of Southern Comfort for their brother-in-law. Gloria's brother-in-law got pulled aside since the x-ray looked like it was a gun. Two 70-year-old little old ladies. Well, Gloria, they shouldn't have been trying to frickin' smuggle alcohol from state to state. Slivovitz is a fruit spirit or fruit brandy made from, yeah, that's another thing. It's the brandies that'll kill you, right? Damson plums, often referred to as a plum spirit or plum brandy. Yeah, see, like for whatever reason, we used to do the blackberry brandy one would go fucking midnight sledding. God, why? Oh, how stupid do you got to be? I mean, the shit makes you fucking sick as hell once. Why would you fucking do it again a week later? Dumb teens. Yeah, right on, Gloria. No, I know. I was just giving you shit. Yeah, I remember, like I said, I probably shared the story before of going to Canada a few times as a kid with my grandparents. It was always a huge family event, but one of the times I remember is just me and my sister with my grandparents, and Grandpa brought back, I think, 2 cases of. I'm sure it was like a blue. I just remember back then it was like a blue fucking cardboard case and a red one. So I'm sure one of them was Molson Canadian and then maybe Labatt's or something. But like you were only able to bring so much beer back from Canada, like two cases or whatever per car or some bullshit. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I just am chill. I don't know why I did all that crazy stuff as a youngster. Absolute lemon drops, just all that fucking acidic shit, you know? Bath says Trump should be forced to eat mushrooms. You know, Bath, I mean, seriously, I don't know if you're just clowning around or what, but like, he's kind of old, but microdosing, I think for everyone at some point, like seriously, just a really minute amount. I don't know. It changes you for the better, I think. Welcome to the stream, Bath. Thanks for joining us. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. He'd wig out. There's no way, like somebody his age, if he's never done any hallucinogenics, it'd be hard to get him a small enough amount, probably. Well, I mean, maybe it wouldn't be that hard to get. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I kind of agree with Human there that it's got to be something you're looking for. Well, too, like I haven't tripped in a long time, like tripped, right? Like I just did it plenty of times in my late teens and 20s where it's really a pretty amazing thing for like I don't know. I'll put it to you like this, like it's clear that a lot of folks claim, and I believe them for various reasons, that it helps with anxiety. It can help with depression or mild depression. It can help with PTSD supposedly. So I'm not against people taking a big enough amount to get all fucking googly. I think that's awesome. I just don't like it would have to be it's been probably a good 18, 19 years since I did enough to where I was going to get a buzz. And yeah, and I purposely just planned on a couple hours of sitting in some fucked up lights and listening to some good music, and that's what I did. And it's like, it was all right. I was just going to suggest that, Steph, as I was reading your comment. You said they make you sick to your stomach, and you've tried tea, because I had some friends, a couple that where the last time I was getting, well, anyways, she couldn't take them either. She couldn't eat them either. And she would brew tea, and that she was able to, like, I don't know if it completely did away with the upset stomach, but I used to be like that. I think it just depended. Like now, I could sit there and put a chunk in my mouth and chew on it for an hour. But I also like mushrooms. Bath says she's been on over 100 trips. Bath says normally I'd agree, but someone like Trump I'd force. I've had bad trips. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. I had two girlfriends bring me to the hospital when I was 17 on a bad mushroom trip. That's right. I was so fucking paranoid. I said, "Fuck it. You guys got to bring me to the hospital. I'm dying." It's not funny. You know what I mean? This wasn't my fucking first experience, right? I was like blown away by how fucking what a terrible buzz it was. I couldn't wrap my head around it. I did everything I could to calm down. Finally, my friends come out. Two girls come out in the fucking to my van where I was trying to fucking get my shit together. I'm like, you got to bring me to the hospital. I'm freaking out. I'm going to die. The surgeon did his job, even though he had to have lied to me, or the doctor in the emergency room was so, I mean, I was a fucking long-haired fucking 17-year-old, you know what I mean? And they're stoned, and he probably had, you know, my little hotel, they didn't have fucking any sympathy for fucking hood rats like me. He talked me down, but he also told me that gave me the story about his brother or brother-in-law taking acid back in the 60s or some shit and never coming down. I don't know if it was bullshit, but it didn't. I still had plenty of experiences after that, even though that was bad. Putin says microdose is super friendly, not enough for a bad trip. No, I agree, dude. I mean, Trump is pretty old, and if he had, I mean, and think about he doesn't have a normal mind either, so. Yeah, Putin says it's not even a trip, it's a joy snack. It was whenever the last time I talked Mrs. V in to take some, we ordered, it was a couple of summers ago. We ordered pizza, and this is when I was microdosing like every month, right? Like I'd do 1/10 of a gram maybe once a week or however often, couple, 3 times a month. Sometime, never more than like a half a gram. But she's like, yeah, put a couple little chunks on my pizza because she don't like the taste of the shit. And then she went next door and hung out, and she came back later. And I don't know, I guess I mentioned it or I asked her how she felt or whatever. She's like, that's why I started giggling. She completely forgot that she ate them. She's like, boy, I sure am fucking laughing a lot for no reason. That's some funny shit. She's a character. Thanks, Bath. Cheers to you, brother or sister. Sorry, I got a bad habit of doing that, but I appreciate you. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for the sub. Bath put us up to 1.49 subs. Nearing that 1,500 mark. Jim says, sorry, it is funny. You go to the hospital so they can tell you you're not going to die. Not their first rodeo. I know, but it's still, like, I don't know what it was. Like, he didn't do nothing for me. And all of a sudden, I was feeling better. I still had a rough night. Went home and called my mom and told her I got all fucked up. I took mushrooms and flipped out. I was a fucking wild kid. Not that wild. Awesome. Steph says she got her staples out from her left hip replacement. She is happy. We are happy for it. I hope that it's all working out as you'd hope too. No pain, more mobility, right? That's funny. Bath came in talking about shroomies and fucking bailed. I love mushrooms. Oh, hey, hang on a second, you guys. I'll be right back. Dogs getting restless about something out there. James in the house. God damn it. I was going to grab my headphones, but I guess I don't need my headphones for that. I like the chocolate one and the other chocolate one and the white one with chocolate thingies on it and the nutty one with chocolate stripes on it, and I like the other white one with chocolate thingies on it and the other nutty one up there with chocolate stripes. Thanks, James. You fucker. Guess what, though, James? I'm having a cocktail, so I have no craving for donuts. Oops. Your little ploy to make us suffer hasn't worked. Whatever, B. No one wants to eat yellow cake. Well, I have to say, like, yellow cake mixed with a chocolate frosting is pretty good. But seriously, like, if you're having cupcakes or donuts or cake, I mean, why? I get that it's all good, but chocolate is great. See, Laura and her lemon cake. I don't get it. I'm just kidding. I'll eat all that shit. But it's so hard to. It's very hard for TV to ever choose anything else when there's chocolate options. Sprout, sprout, let it all out. These are the veggies I can do without. Sprout. Actually, I like sprouts. Oh, oh my God! I'm yawning. I went from fucking full throttle to yawn. Maybe it's just because I need to hit my fucking second gear yet. I don't know.
Like, I mean, I joined the military in 2003.
Right.
And I would leave, I'd be gone for a year, and then I'd come home. And I would leave, and I'd come back. I tried to come back like every year. Sometimes it was every other year. But I couldn't help but notice like things just drastically changed over the years. Portland's always been weird, right? Like, it always has. This is a place where when I was in high school, Mom, up in heaven, forgive me for telling you this. And Jeff, if you're watching, forgive me. This is a place that we used to come, right? Like, we come from a small town, so we used to come down to Portland, and we would go park on top of a parking garage, and we would slam beers, have a designated driver, and then we would just go walk around downtown, and it was safe. Like, there was homeless people, there was things going on, but nobody felt like they were going to be in danger. Nobody felt that way anywhere. And then what we're seeing on social media, what we're seeing on the news, and several other places, is people being assaulted down here and everything else. So it's one of those, I'm going to come down, I'm going to see what the hell's going on.
All right.
I'm going to take a look, just like you.
Right. I'll tell you, I would not recommend some of my lady friends or people who are not as fit coming down here alone at night. I just don't see that as being safe.
Do you think the police should be doing more, like the Portland police should be doing more down here? I just talked to the white shirt cops that are over there. They're liaison officers. They're not actually down here to enforce the law. They're down here strictly to observe and kind of mitigate some risk. And if they see a serious bodily injury incident going on, then they'll call for backup and try to intervene. But other than that, they're not doing it. I mean, do you feel like the PPB is not doing it?
There is some selective enforcement going on because,
well, what the fuck's that all about?
The staging camp for this group, it's a permanent camp, blocks a whole sidewalk in front of a private school. And it's been there for months now. Now, they go around everywhere else in Portland in public parks and move the camps. And they put up, camping violation notices and that. And yet to leave this one is, to me, inconsistent.
Yeah.
So,
well, and so I look at that, like, I come from like a couple years of law enforcement background after I retired from the military, and I look at this and I go, okay, with the amount of homeless encampments I know that are here in Portland, the amount of sidewalks I know are blocked, if they were to come down here and enforce just that one and say, we're going to go after that particular encampment on that particular sidewalk, now are they being selective because they've let that problem swell up so much here in the city?
Right.
Maybe we're fucking too sensitive all the way around. That's what I think in some respects. Like, the homeless issue is not fucking black and white, as most you folks know. There's going to be a pretty large percent, not a majority by any means. Who knows? I don't know if I could even begin to guess, 10 to 15, 20% of folks that just will not accept any sort of programs or whatever. But we're also not doing enough to make it, well, for one, we're not doing enough to make these programs available in areas where the folks are homeless. And obviously, out like in cities like LA, there is a lot of great programs. I've watched so many goddamn documentaries on them, but it comes down to that you can't force folks to do shit, and you also shouldn't be fucking throwing them in jail at the same. Whether they don't want to go into a shelter because, and for good reason, there's requirements, right? Sobriety, whatever. Or you can't do drugs or be drinking in the facilities or whatever, the homes. You can't force these folks into that situation, and you can't fucking make being homeless a crime. It's insane. Beats are good. What you got there, Laura?
This is your K2 News Morning Minute. The deployment of Oregon National Guard troops to the city of Portland will last for a total of 80 days, according to one Oregon military official. The 80 days will allow for a ramp up and ramp down surrounding the 60-day mission. Yesterday, ABC News reported that troops have begun to report for duty. And you can file this in the Only from Portland folder. The organizers of the World Naked Bike Ride say they are going to schedule an emergency ride to protest the military being deployed to the city. Organizers have not released when this ride would take place. The city of Portland has reversed course and will no longer extend paid parking hours. Mayor Keith Wilson directed PBOT to make the change, and starting October 15th, paid parking will end at 7 p.m. except during event district hours. The city will study hourly parking changes and how that could support economic development while meeting the city's needs. And this is your K2 News Morning Minute.
A naked bike ride? Yeah. That would be awesome, I guess. You're not getting me out there on a bike with my fucking willy-dilly hanging out. Fucking bare butt on a fucking banana seat. Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm sure. Yeah, right on. Gloria says that there's, they also won't take pets into shelters. Yeah, there's various reasons. I just think that, look, I agree with the guy in the interview. You can't, there's, whatever my feelings aside about private schools are, like, I'm not against private schools. There's aspects, like, I'm against public funding for private schools, but you can't, they shouldn't be a fucking homeless camp in front of a school. I don't think anybody could disagree. And that's not saying these people are dangerous. It's clearly not something that should be happening in front of a school. Just be, I don't know. Like you could say, like, well, maybe if you have kids that are that's not, you have kids that are now aware that this is what's going on in their country, and maybe they'll grow up and seeing that and be a part of something to change and make it better. But you can fucking look, you can't use that though across the board, because if you go to Kensington Avenue bus stop and you see kids that get on and off the train there for schools, you can't have them walk. You can't have that shit. And so you can't have fucking this homeless camp in front of the school. I don't really know obviously that's the first time I've heard of it, that they're clearing out homeless camps everywhere else in the city, but not in front of this private school. I don't think the fact that it's a private school really matters, but. It says the Chicago Alderperson says federal agents handcuffed her at a Humboldt Park medical facility. There's a vid with an article. These alleged federal agents don't seem like trained they're not. They seem like rogue operators recently hired for thug tactics. Yeah, Putin, I just seen something, some other like mediocre talking head. I'll probably never be able to find it, but I will definitely look. Saying that they can't find any proof or any evidence or any sort of, information about training, about federal agent training. Like, because we've seen the call for what? You get 50 grand or whatever sign up bonus to become an ICE agent or whatever it is. I'm guessing an ICE agent. Yeah, there's no training. Like, I brought it to you guys' attention a few weeks ago when I was watching outside the LA ICE facility. They clearly had trainees out there. Their shields were all marked like with bright stripes, differently. You know what I mean? It wasn't, you could tell they were all fucking young and tense. It was crazy. Like, that was their training, is putting them out there, getting them used to being fucking screamed at. Like, it's like a Clockwork Orange type fucking training or something, right? Desensitizing them. Well, that was what I experienced. That's what my thoughts were with, like, those bastards that smashed the car window with that baby in it. Like, those guys looked like a bunch of fucking drunken uncles. They did. They looked like just some pissed off, out of shape rednecks. That's what they looked like. They were fucking flustered. They were losing their cool. These were not trained people at all. I mean, even the assholes that'll be smart asses, they keep their fucking cool, right? And they're just dicks. These guys were losing their shit. Yeah, they don't act like normal law enforcement at all. Right. Not at all. Like, even though, like, some of them aren't wearing masks anymore or some of them aren't bothering to, whatever, it doesn't matter. They're just, it's like it's a gang. It's 100% like the shit that Russia was doing inside Belarus. Yeah, I agree, Putin. That's why I was so flipping out about that. It, like, even a fucking Barney on a local police department force, right, isn't gonna fucking smash the window with a fucking baby in it unless somebody, like, there's just an extreme severe risk of, someone being killed or terribly hurt. That, I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, I agree 100%. I think that these are clearly not people that have been trained at all with dealing with domestic law enforcement. None whatsoever. Or even, like, rounding up illegal folks or whatever, Yeah, right on. Yeah, some of them, plenty of them had tats too. I didn't think about that. That's a good idea. Yahoo boys. That's probably it. They're probably. What's the chances that some of them are members of the Proud Boys or the Oath Keepers or 3%ers, right? How do you know? I've asked this question too before. It's like how do these people have families that support this shit? I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I was gonna start making excuses. Like I can see how all of a sudden your husband or wife of 15 years is now all of a sudden gonna go do this shit, and you might not be ready to just all of a sudden jump and say fuck you. This is out of this is insanity, but. Fuck, it is. It is insanity. I don't know. Yeah, where's Elmer nowadays? Right. Like Elmer Fudd. Yosemite Sam. Oh, that's probably who they're hiring, Human. You see that? That's probably it right there. Human just nailed it. That's probably who these fucks are. They're probably fucking Hell's Angels members. Yosemite Sam.
Her apartment complex on the corner of 75th and 7th. She says they took everyone and then asked questions later.
Hold on, let me get this straight. Jeez, what did I do there? All right. Volume up.
She says they took everyone and then asked questions later.
They just treated us like we were nothing.
Patricia Fisher says she came out to the hallway of her apartment complex on the corner of 75th and South Shore Drive in her nightgown around 10 Monday night, only to find ICE agents yelling police.
It was scary because I've never had a gun put in my face. They asked my name and my date of birth and asked me did I have any warrants, and I told them no, I didn't.
She says she was then handcuffed and released around 3 a.m. Fisher says she was told if anyone had any kind of warrant out for them, even if it was unrelated to immigration, they would not be released. Citizenat video shows the chaotic scene overnight. Neighbors tell us there were dozens of ICE agents. Neighbors like Ebony Watson says they ducked for cover as they heard several flashbangs go off.
They was terrified. The kids was crying. People was screaming. They looked very distraught. I was out there crying when I seen the little girl come around the corner. Because they was bringing the kids out too. Had them zip tied to each other. That's all I kept asking. Where's the morality? Where's the human?
Jesus fucking Christ, they had kids fucking zip tied to each other.
The little girl come around the corner. Because they was bringing the kids out too. Had them zip tied to each other. That's all I kept asking. Where's the morality? Where's the human? One of them literally laughed. He was standing right here. He said, them kids.
Watson says budget trucks and military-style vans were used to separate parents from their children. Other neighbors say they saw agents destroying property to get in the building.
And they had a big 15-inch chainsaw with a round blade on it cutting this fence down. We're under siege. We're being invaded by our own military.
The FBI did confirm this morning that they did help the U.S. Border Patrol carry out a targeted immigration enforcement operation in this area, and they say they have been supporting these efforts at the direction of the U.S. Attorney General.
Yeah, man. Kenneth Copeland says, "Get back, oh evil Satan. I rebuke you." All right, you guys, I have to fuck off. I appreciate y'all coming by. This was a nice fucking stream, huh? Maybe it's good. I only do one once a week lately. I appreciate all you folks with your shares and coming into chat. We made a new friend in Bath, the mushroom guy or person, chatter tonight. And Thomas, think about it, Pumpkin. Let OTV know how I misused the word fascist, all right? I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Thomas. And, of course, I appreciate you guys, all right? I'll see you soon. How about a little... I haven't heard it. I'm ready to fucking jam out for a minute, so... you guys want to listen to some... I haven't heard this tune in months. And I didn't see Macaroni tonight either, so... Here's a little Macaroni on bass. All right. Be good, guys. I'll see you later. Just in case, 'cause you know we'll always be friends. Not found what I was looking for all of this time. It was always right here in front of my eyes. I finally found it. She said I finally found it. She said I finally found what I was looking for. What I was looking for. She said I finally found it. She said I finally found it. Said I finally found what I was looking for. She looked at me and said we had fun. Now don't you ever call me again. I'll be around just in case. You know we'll always be friends. You and I've been down this road too many times. The answer's always been right here in front of my eyes. Said I finally found it. She said I finally found it. She said I finally found it.